This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. So in yesterday's sessions and as well as today's session, what we have seen is we have seen uh, a few experiments which taught us like how to connect different devices by using wide communication as well as wireless communication. And the second thing we have seen by using home gateway as well as we can make our own server. And third thing we have seen like how to bring interface like web application as well as a mobile application interface. uh, these three concepts we have seen. Now we'll bring another concept that is nothing but how can I control these devices by using a microcontroller. Okay, so this is what actually in today's session I'll be teaching you how to control any device by using a microcontroller. So once all these four concepts were known to us, then in tomorrow's session we'll jump directly to the cloud session, as well as someone requested key MQTT protocol. So we'll see those two things in the tomorrow session. In the morning and afternoon, maximum we'll go with a specific use case. Now we have seen only the use cases in not full-fledged use case we have not seen. We are just using some components in the use case, but even we'll build the entire use case, and you will see the main use case like maybe automated home system or healthcare, anything like that. Okay, so before starting this session, actually what actually I'm going to do is I'm going to build a network IoT system. In this system, I want to control my lawn sprinkler. Okay, controller. Okay, so again the same process I'll use. So this it as a microcontroller. First of all, I'll complete the entire process. Once the entire process is completed, then I'll go for doubt sessions and all the stuff. I'll give you time to prepare it, and once we prepare, we'll see simultaneously if any doubts are also there. Definitely, I'll try to clarify the doubts over there. Okay, so this time the first step, anyway, for building any network, there are few common steps which we use. The very first step is nothing but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this time. Previously, we have seen some devices and all the stuff. This time, what I'm going to do is I'll be using a PC. Okay, because I want to use a microcontroller. So what I'm going to do is all the things whatever I want to do, I'll be doing on my PC. So I'll go with a PC, and you can choose a PC from end devices. I hope now you know wherever the devices are available, what are the different devices are available. You can have a glance of that. And what I'll do is even I'll take a server. Okay, I need to have a server also. And these two devices I'll be connecting to a lawn sprinkler that is available on the end devices. In the end devices, in home device, there is a lawn sprinkler is available. Okay, so these are the three things which actually I'm going to control. So now for these devices I need to have like suppose example, if I want to connect lawn sprinkler, PC or server together, I'll be using a network device, go to switch and choose a common switch from the network. Okay, so I have used 29 here, and these are the basic components. Along with these particular components, the main component I'll be using, that is nothing but a what to call it a circuit, what to call it as a boards. Okay, from the boards you can see whenever you click on components, there is something called as components. Once you click on the components, you can see three different things are available. One is boards are available, actuators are available, sensors are available. So board, and from the board we have three different specific type of boards. I'll be choosing board available. One board is MC, okay, microcontroller unit, and simultaneously you can see single board controller also available. Even we can design our own board like by using Think. Okay, so we'll see MCU as well as SPC, microcontroller unit, as well as a single board controller. We'll see if time permits, we'll see single board controller. The same way we can use a single board controller. So for using this one, the very first step is nothing but I want to choose what to call it as the number of devices. Okay, so here only one device. Like actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to control only the lawn sprinkler. So this is my device actually. First of all, I'll just rename this device. For renaming, go to configuration and I'll name it as sprinkler. Okay, so just I'll use the name called as sprinkler for this. Okay, so now first step is done. The first very step is nothing but we have to identify different devices which we really need for our IoT system. So once the system is done, next step is nothing but we have to go to the connections. Either you can go wide connection or wireless connection. Now someone asked me, sir, whether I use a wide connection or wireless connection. You can see by using your specification, device specification. In the device specification, it is listed whether the device is wide one or wireless one. You can go to the device specification and check over there. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'll be what I'm going to do is I'll be using a wide communication here. So for this wide connection, what I'll do is second step. I'll just go to the connections and again I'll use cross straight cable and I'll choose copper straight cable and okay, fast Ethernet port 1. I'll connect it to the server, and even second port I'll connect switch to the PC. Okay, in the PC you can see we have RS-232 cable is available. There are two USB ports are available. One fast Ethernet cable is available. So I'll connect it to the fast Ethernet cable. Okay. So now once there is connection between these, now I'll go with the connection for lawn sprinkler. For connecting the lawn sprinkler, I'll again use a copper straight cable. And from fast Ethernet port 3 to the lawn sprinkler. For the lawn sprinkler, we have two different ports. That is, one is a fast Ethernet port as well as D0 port is also available. This D0 port is used for connecting any microcontroller or any board. For connecting any boards, D0 port is used. But now I'm connecting this to directly to the switch, so definitely I'll use a fast Ethernet. Okay, and once the connection between this is established, now I'll be going to the connection between the lawn sprinkler as well as a microcontroller unit. So whenever you are using some microcontroller unit, what you have to take care is like you have to use the separate IoT cables. Now suppose example Raspberry Pi board has its own cable, or what we call it as Arduino has its own. Every board had its own cables to connect. So and even every board has its own specification. What we are going to do over here is we will be using there is a cable called as IoT custom cable. Okay, so IoT custom cable is available. You use this IoT custom cable. For the lawn sprinkler from D0, I'll be connecting to the MC unit. Okay, so this particular board microcontroller, we have three different categories of ports. One is a USB port is available, and six digital cables, digital pins are available, as well as there are 4 analog pins are available. Okay, even you can see this how many pins and cables are available in your what to call it as a device specification. But lawn sprinkler I'll be using to the digital cable, that is nothing but D0. So now people may ask you why only D0. You can see the specification of the lawn sprinkler. So what lawn sprinkler will say, if you click on the lawn sprinkler, just a second, it got stuck. Give me 1 minute time, my packet is okay. So once I okay, I have named it. Okay, so once I click on my what to call it as uh, okay, I have renamed it as sprinkler. Yes, I didn't give you. Okay, so for this lawn sprinkler, once you click on the device and go to the specification says like a registration, the server compatibility, and it raises the water level. Okay, and the direct control is like all the click to interact, and where can I connect is MCU or SBC can be connected. Okay, now data specification, you see here, this is very important. This data specification will tell us like the input slot the input slot is nothing but D0. Okay, so this particular input slot D0, we have two different message formats, two different states, that is nothing but state 0 and state 1. State 0 means the sprinkler is in off state, and 1 means the sprinkler is on the on state. Okay, so you can see from this specification. Now suppose simple, I just want to control manually. What I'll do is alt sprinkler. If I click, what happens, the sprinkler is in the on state, it means that D0 is activated as 1. Alt sprinkler, click on the sprinkler, it means that the D0 is in the 0th stage, that is in the on stage. So simultaneously we can go to microcontroller, click on MCU, the physical device is given here. You can see here, zoom in. When you zoom in, you can see here there are 6 digital pins are available, and analog pins are available. One ground is also available. So this is a physical structure of what to call it as a microcontroller unit. Okay, so what we are going to do over here is now once the connection establishment is done, the second thing, the second part is done. The first step is nothing but simply connect all the what to call it as bring the components, and the second step is nothing but the connections we have used over here, what to call it as wide connections. And the third step, as we have seen in the previous examples, even the third step is also the same step. The third step is nothing but assigning IP addresses. Let me assign some IP address like 2.2.2 2.1 2.1 to the server, and second IP address I am trying to give, like that is 2.2.2.2. This is my second IP address, and even I have to give IP to lawn sprinkler also. So I'll assign 2.2.2.3 to the lawn sprinkler. Okay, so this is nothing but assigning IP addresses. Now once I have decided what IP addresses has to give in, now I'll try to assign the IP addresses. Now again, how to assign the IP address? The same process. Click on the server, go to configuration, under configuration, under fast Ethernet, we have IP configuration, that is nothing but static. In the static, I'll be assigning 2.2.2.1, and default subnet mask will be available. Simultaneously, now you see this server, I have assigned the IP address. Now you see here for PC, even you can see on my screen that there is something like IP has not been assigned. Okay, so you can simply check the details of this by simply dragging your screen onto the device, and it will tell you what are the different connections that are available to it. Now you click on PC, and again from the PC go to configurations, under configurations fast Ethernet. In the fast Ethernet, go to IP configuration, and here this is 2.2.2.2. Okay, and even assign for the what to call it as sprinkler configuration, IP configuration, sorry, fast Ethernet IP configuration 2.2.2.3. So this is our third step. Okay, once the third step is done, the third step, we have simply assigned IP addresses to each and every device. Once the IP addresses has been assigned, the next fourth one is nothing but we have to what to call it as the fourth step is nothing but we have to register the server onto the we have to register the server. Okay, so the fourth step, register the server, is nothing but click on the server, go to services, go to IoT, and make sure that your registration server is on. Okay, so this is our fourth step. Let me write the steps over here because sometimes we get connections. Okay, so components selection, second step is nothing but connections between these components. The third step is nothing but IP assign. Fourth step is nothing but server register. Okay, so okay, once we register the server, next fifth step is nothing but we have to bring the interface. Okay, so for bringing the interface, either you can use a server or either you can use any PC. It's up to you. Now what I'll do is I'll go to PC. I'll just click on desktop. Okay, I'll use a web browser here. Okay, now I'll be using 2.2.2.1, and this is the first time I'm using for my network, so definitely it will ask for the registering the server.
So PC server is 2.2.2.2,
Okay,
sir.
so for first time I have to sign up. I'll give some default.
Sir.
Sir?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, PC server IP
Yeah.
address is
This ID I'm using as a server. I'm using.
You are using for PC, sir.
No. Even a PC's PC IP address I'm using, but what I did is like, yeah, you can use anything, sir. Not a matter. You can use what to call it as for we want to make a register server. Either you can work on the server or either you can work on the PC. No problem.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
That's what I said you in the maybe I have clicked on PC and I have given the IP address of PC. Okay, so anything you can click. Okay, so once you go to this one, because what we did is we made server in the fourth step we register the server, right? So whatever the server that we are registering, that we have to make it as the web application. Okay, if you make PC as a server, then what you can do is like you can give that particular ID. Okay, you can give any 4 and 5. It's a combination. Okay.
Yes.
So
yes,
once
sir.
you create this one, now there are no devices that are available on the interface. Now, once the fifth step is done, now we have to bring the devices into interface. Okay, device interfaces. Now here only one device that we have to control, that is nothing but lawn sprinkler is there. So what we can do is by using lawn sprinkler, we can bring that lawn sprinkler into the interface. So for that, just to click on the lawn sprinkler and go to configuration. In the configuration, go to settings. Under settings, we have IoT server, and the remote server we have already registered is 2.2.2.1, and I have given admin and the password also admin. Now I will be connecting these devices. So now once these devices are connected, okay, now we can see, yeah, the sprinkler is connected. Okay, so now what we can do over here is we know already we have seen 3 different steps in the previous case. One is I can control the sprinkler manually. That is nothing but simply click on alt and click on sprinkler. The sprinkler is on. Alt and click on sprinkler. The sprinkler is off. So this is nothing but the manual control. The second step we can control with the help of some user interface, either web interface or a mobile monitor interface. So here you can see through, if I want to control through the interface, I can even control. Now you just click on the status. Now it is on, sprinkler is off, like this. And this is nothing but how to control with the help of some web interface. And the third one, what we have seen is by using conditions. Here there is no need to give any condition because only one device is available. So if more than one device, one to another device communication, if you want, you can go with the conditions. Now the fourth step, the very important step, what we are actually looking is how to what to call it as how to use this so-called microcontroller. How can I use with the microcontroller? So for this, what we have to do is just to click on the microcontroller. Okay, just click on the microcontroller. So this microcontroller, what we have to do is we can go to tab. Okay, So that is nothing but called as a programming. Okay, so now as we have to write programming in the microcontroller. Okay, so we already seen what to call it as the device specifications of what to call it as sprinkler. The sprinkler device specification will tell us like that we have two different states, state 0 and state 1. State 0 is nothing but the state will tell us it is in the off state, and the state 1 will tell us the device is in the on state. And these two states I will be operating with the help of pin number D0. Okay, so this is a basic information we already have with us. So now what we can do is now I need to start. Okay, I'll clarify the doubts once I finish this because I got so many doubts. Okay, once I'll go with this done, then I'll clarify the doubts. Now, how to write the programming? So now just click on the MCU and go to the tab, programming tab. In the programming tab, we have till now we have not yet written any program. That's the reason it is showing me the blank. Now you go to the click on new. Okay, so when you click on the new, it will be asking for the name of the project. Simply I'll be giving the project 1, and the template, either you can use uh, 3 different programming language. That is nothing but either you can go with JavaScript. Okay, so you can use JavaScript default things are available. Either you can go with these are all the what to call it as Python programming is available, or visualization VC++. So all these 3 different programming either you can go with any one of the programming. So what I'll do is I'll just go with the Python programming. So you have to write you either you can write in any of the language whichever you are comfortable. So what I'll do is like you just please explore all these things in the later, but right now I'll be simply using a Python. This is a basic everyone knows. Okay, so I'll be using programming MQTT broker or a client, whatever it is there, any global script project. I'm not using this global. I'll just use the template Python. By using Python, I'll just use it. So in this project, once you name the project and choose the template, the language as a Python, I'll just create the project. Okay, so once the project is created, now you can see there is some name main.py file has been appeared. Just click on this, and we have to write the program based on the data specifications of our what to call it as of our program. Sorry, of our data sprinkler. Okay, so I think I already have some program. Okay, just a second. I have already written some program here. I'll just, because if I type it again, it will take lots of time for me. Yeah, I have already have the program. I'll just copy it and I'll paste over here. Okay, so this is the program what actually we have written. So this is the default structure of the program. It contains the different parts. So the first part is nothing but the import part. The second part is nothing but the main the function, whatever the function we are writing, and the third part, this is nothing but the other function called function. Okay, so this particular program simply will tell us maximum people have this knowledge, like I have simply whatever the pins that are available, like I mean we have analog pins as well as digital pins. We call them as GPIO pins. GPIO stands for general purpose input output pins that are available on the microcontroller. So what I'm going to do is I'm bringing all the packages to that GPIO pins, and even I'm importing time also. Okay, the time why I'm importing is based on this particular program, because each program has its own logic. Here this program, what is the main motive of our program is we have a D0 pin on the sprinkler. So this D0 pin has 2 states. That is the state 1. The logic of the program I'm telling you. So the on D0 pin, whenever the state is 1, you can see here. So on a D0 pin, if the state is 1, I'm saying that sprinkler should on. For how many times it should on? I have given a delay of 1000 milliseconds. Okay, so again I'll be going with this D0 pin off state. So for this delay purpose, I'm bringing what to call it as time into the picture. So now what I'll do is like I have a function called as pin mode. In this pin mode, one is nothing but it is giving me the output, and simply I'm writing this printf function, lawn sprinkler controller, some simple basic, and this is a main logic of the program. The main logic is like this. So on D01, I'm writing this custom write on D0 pin. If the state is 1, it should on for 1000 milliseconds, and for once that is done on D0 pin, the state will be on 0, that is off state for this many. So this condition will be go on executing a number of times. Okay, so while condition I have written it. So this is the logic of the program. So now once the program has been written, I'll simply go for the execution of the program. I'll just click on the run. So what this particular program will do is, you can see here the serial output lawn sprinkler controller. The compiler has started its work. So the sprinkler is in what to call it as it of a state. Okay, so this is how in the on off we can control any particular device by using any of the microcontroller. Okay, so only one thing here, the new step what we brought over here is the sixth step, that is nothing but no, sorry, seventh step that we have brought over here is now we are not controlling devices by using interface or something like that. No, that is not our process. Now we have to write program on the microcontroller. Okay, so these are the 7 steps, and all these 6 steps are common, whatever the steps that we have used in our this new thing, that is nothing but here the connections we have used wide connection, but whenever a device is connecting to the board, we will be using a cable that is nothing but called as IoT custom cable. Okay, so by using IoT custom cable, we can connect any device to the microcontroller. Okay, so this is what actually the first program, and we can control the what to so called as our this thing, the entire network. You can add here because you can see here microcontroller has almost 6 different pins. You can connect 6 different devices to the what to call it as this microcontroller. So 6 different digital. Now you can write here some example, like you can have your own imagination, like you just take this example as a garden. Okay, in this particular garden, whatever the smart garden you are interested in, that particular way you can write it. Okay, even we can bring other things here, like moisture sensor over here. If the moisture sensor is so and so, the lawn sprinkler has to on. You can build your own IoT network, but only to tell the concepts that what to call it as, to just simply tell this particular concept, I have used only one particular device. Okay, so this is how to write or how to connect a device to the how to control a device with the help of a microcontroller. Okay, so once again I'll just let you know the entire process once again. Okay, so the process steps are, it has 7 different steps. The first step is nothing but we have to choose the devices. Here we have chosen a particular PC, we have chosen a server and a lawn sprinkler. To connect these devices, we have used a switch, and to control entire network, we have used a microcontroller. Okay, the second step is the connections. We have used cross cable, straight cable to connect this server and PC and even a lawn sprinkler to the switch, and we have used IoT custom cable to connect the lawn sprinkler to the MCU unit. And the third step is nothing but we have to assign the IP addresses. Already we know the step how to assign the IP addresses. So server, PC as well as a sprinkler, we have to assign the IP addresses. The fourth step is once we assign the IP addresses, we can make the server to the registered server. Okay, so we know the step to make the register server. Once the server is registered, then the fifth step is nothing but we have to bring any interface. This interface we can bring on the PC, or either you can bring on the what we call it a server. Here even if you don't use PC also, there is no need to worry. Okay, we can use the interface on the server or the PC. So once you give the interface, I have used the web application. for the first time we have to sign up into the server, then only we can log in into the web application. Once the interface is ready, then we have to bring the devices into the interface. That is nothing but we have to bring the lawn sprinkler into the interface. Once the devices are brought into the interface, now I can even control through the web interface or with the help of the microcontroller unit. Okay, so this particular experiment contains all the 3 steps: manual control with the help of web application control, and even with the help of microcontroller. Okay, or either there is no need of here web interface is also not needed for us. You can skip the server interface also, because everything we are doing only the programming. Okay, so these are the 7 different steps to what to call it as to control any device by using the microcontroller. Okay, so please, I hope everyone have understood. If any doubt, definitely the chat. I will clarify those devices.
Hello, sir. Hello. Sir.
To connect MCU, sir, we have a cable called as IoT custom cable is there. So by using IoT custom cable, you can try to connect the sprinkler to the MCU unit. Yeah, same one. Which cable can be used for microcontroller? How to connect a sprinkler to the MCU? The same way, sir. By choosing the custom cable, sprinkler D0 to the microcontroller, D0, yeah, D6. Digital pin 6 pins are available. You can use any pin.
Hello, sir.
And the programming section, sir. Yeah. I'll show that. Sir, just sir, yes.
Sir, if I would have done this in laboratory,
Yes,
so
tell me.
typically from the switch, the Raspberry Pi will come in picture, and then
If you have done this in the
other side of
laboratory,
the Raspberry Pi. Hello. Suppose. Hello.
yes.
Actually, there is a bit
Yes,
confusion
tell
about
me.
the sprinkler coming between switch and MCU.
Yeah, tell me.
MCU
I can hear you.
First, logically, MCU should come first, and then right side of the MCU there should be sprinkler at the end. तो थोड़ा ये confusion हो रहा है कि why switch is directly connected to the sprinkler पहला. Are you getting my query or no? Hello. Hello.
Actually, I'm getting disturbance in your voice, sir. Can you type? Yeah, can you? Yeah, because I can see a number of people are talking simultaneously. Please, other people, mute yourself so that I can try to understand the search concept.
Hello. Now can you hear, sir?
Yeah, sir. Now I can hear, sir. Yeah, tell me.
Okay. So actually, if I would have done this in laboratory, so my laptop would have connected to the Raspberry Pi, and then Raspberry Pi is connected to the
Yeah, you have done.
sprinkler.
You might have done in the laboratory.
Yeah. So basically वो sprinkler बीच में आ रहा है, इसलिए मेरा थोड़ा confusion बढ़ गया कि
Yeah.
how switch is पहला connected to the
Yes.
sprinkler, and then other side how the because Raspberry Pi हम लोग remotely control करेंगे from remote PC or remote mobile phone, and Raspberry Pi is like a MCU,
Yeah, sir.
right?
Actually, here, see, when we talk about, yes, we we no need here server, or we no need any switch over here. We can directly connect our Pi board to the sprinkler, and we can make our Raspberry Pi board itself as a controller. We can simply write the program, Python program, yeah, whatever the programming that you are interested in Pi, you can write directly the program, and we can control the sprinkler. No need of here switch or server or MCU, because MCU Pi board itself is a microcontroller. On fourth day, definitely I'll show you that example also. Raspberry Pi to control, I'll be using some any one's sensor, and I'll definitely show you how to do that also. Okay, so if you have any doubt regarding this session, you can ask me, because the next session Chandrakant sir has already joined in the group. Sir, name is not defined in the file main.py on line 13. Setting project one error, name is not defined in the, sir, you see, simply use indent problem is available over here. So please see this screen.
Underscore, sir.
I'll hand over the session in 2 minutes to you. Sir, Chandrakant sir, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir, you are audible to me. The voice is very clear. No problem.
Yeah, I'll hand over the session within another 2 minutes. And small information to all the participants, that we have what to call it as stress management system. Okay, it is a part of FDP itself. Atal has requested us to organize at least 2 or 3 hours of stress management system. So from today onwards, today, tomorrow, as well as day after tomorrow, day after, I mean second, third, yeah, fifth day, I don't know what are the 3 days, but 3 days we'll have 2 or 3 days definitely we have stress management system. So please, you have to be on the system itself. I mean what to call it as, you have to be the part of the system, and even attendance is also considered over there. So please don't leave the session. Okay, so that is also the part of the session. And if any doubts are there, you just personally WhatsApp me regarding the program, because I can see some of the people are asking me doubts. I can clarify once your what to call it as, this stress management system is completed. Kindly explain the program one more, just how to create the Python file, not the logic. Okay, how to create, sir? Just you see over here, just click on new, and you just create what to call it as, any file. Okay, fine. Now I have already one project, that's the reason. So click on new. Once you click on new, it will be asking for the name of the project, and the template, you choose any of the template whatever you are interested. Okay, so I have just used the name pop, and the template I'm using as Python. So I'll be just creating the file. Okay, once you create the file, you can start click on that particular file. Okay, whatever the file that you have created, click on the file, because sometimes what happens, unless and until you don't click on this main.py, your file will not open. Just click on main.py, then you can see the cursor is active. Write whatever the program that you are interested over here. Okay, once you write the program, and you can see there are 2 options that are available here. One is run, so you can click on the run, so your controller will respond, and even once you are done, you can go with the clear output. Okay, so Chandrakant sir, now I'll hand over the session to you.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm handing the session to stress management session. So if any doubts are there, you just WhatsApp me, I'll clarify, and we'll try to meet tomorrow. And in tomorrow session, we'll be seeing about the cloud concepts and other things. Even MCU as well as single board controller is also left. Actually, that is planned tomorrow, but today itself I have taught you MCU. So MCU and again single board controller also we'll see in the tomorrow session. Sir, Chandrakant sir, session to you.
Okay. So can you please enable my camera also? Okay. Yeah. So yes, everything is enabled.
Sir, your camera. Yeah.
Yeah, now everything is fine. I can see my video. So can I start the session, sir, or should I wait for a few minutes?
Okay.
Prasad sir, can I start?
Yes. You can start the session.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir. Chandrakant sir, yes, you can start.
Yeah, good afternoon, all participants. And it is very honor to interact you again. And I'm thankful to Raju sir and Prasad sir for inviting me to interact with Warangal faculty. So thank you very much. It's honor and it's a very good session. The very good session which we conducted in the past, and definitely today will be also a very good session we will be going to have. So next 35 to 40 minutes is very important. The program structure will be, I will be going to explain you the theory part in 10 to 15 minutes, and then we will have a practical part about 20 minutes, and then after that we may have some question answer, how to meditate at home, and then anything which you want, we can take a specific topic. Okay. So during this session, this is very interactive session. I want you to ask a question, interact with us, share your experience, and all this kind of stuff. So today I will be not going to take much time. I will be going to answer the 4 questions. What is a yoga? What is a meditation? What is a self-realization? And how Sahaj Yoga will give the benefit to us? This is the 4 questions which I will be going to address, and then we can have a practical part. Okay. So first thing I would like to know from you, like, what do you mean by yoga? Because yesterday we have celebrated the International Yoga Day. So please let us know what is the yoga, what is exact meaning of yoga. So yeah, Sunday we have celebrated the yoga day. So let me know, what do you know exactly the meaning of yoga? Anything which you know, you can just unmute your mic, you can share, or maybe you can post on a chat. Hope I am audible. My voice is very clear, and you can use the chat feature. So what is the yoga? Anything which you know about the yoga, you can share. So let me explain you. Yoga is nothing but the connection with the cosmic energy. If you are thinking this is something like meditation means peace of mind, sir, you have given a right answer, but it is a benefit. So if I consider the what we call as meaning, a simple definition, that is not yoga, that is not the 100% correct. Also peace of mind, no sir, this is just a benefit. So yoga is nothing but a connection with your internal energy with the cosmic energy, that we call as a yoga. If you can open any book, scripture, you open the Patanjali Yoga, you open the very old book, you will find a real meaning of yoga. Or even if you go into the government website of Ayush Ministry, they will be also going to explain the yoga. Yoga is no sir. Yoga is a lot of people think that yoga is a exercise or it's a way of life or a mental practice. No, it's just a union with your internal energy with the cosmic energy. So maybe some of the participant has given a clear answer. Yeah, thank you very much. And now we learn about the meaning of yoga. Now we can learn about the meaning of meditation. So what do you know about meditation? Can you please share your thoughts? What is the mean by meditation? Anything which you know about meditation? So I know you have all the answer, but maybe sometime we are hesitate to share. Okay, one pointness or breathing or meditation means peace of mind. You all are somewhere right, sir, but what is happening, you are all giving a benefit of meditation. I am asking a very simple definition of meditation which any lay person can understand. Focus, no. Again, by doing a meditation we can improve our focus. To fresh mind, no. By doing a meditation we can get the fresh mind. So focusing on our mind, no, that is also not true. So can we do one experiment? We all are aware that for doing a meditation we need to close the eyes. At least that information we are aware. So let's close our eyes for 1 or 2 minutes and we can observe that what exactly happening with us. Okay, can you please close our eyes for 1 or 2 minutes? Let's close our eyes for 1 or 2 minutes. Now slowly you can open your eyes. Slowly you can open your eyes. If you observe properly, when you close your eyes, you are always getting a thoughts from the past or thoughts from the future, right? This is a continuously happening process inside your heart, inside your brain. So if you see all the problem, if I ask what is the give me a 3 reason for your stress. So first you will give me a thoughts, second will be thought, and third will be a thoughts. So all the problem will come to you because of a thoughts, maybe a positive thoughts, negative thoughts, whatever. All the stress will come to you because of a thoughts, and these thoughts may be from the past or these thoughts may be future. You are thinking too much about past or you are thinking too much about future, but there is no moment where we do not have a thought. Even right now I am discussing with you, but 80% of your thought will be about some different topic which is not related to this particular program. Am I true? Am I right? So if we consider this, we have a continuous waves of thoughts. One thought will come, then it goes down, then another thought will come, then it goes down, then another thought will come. So this thought process will be continuously there. But when we increase the duration between two thoughts, once the thought will end and another thought will start, in between, if we increase that duration, we call as a thoughtless awareness, or we call as a nirvicharita. In Hindi, we call as a nirvicharita. In Sanskrit, we call as a turiya state. So this is the state of meditation. When we are achieve this state, we are in a balance. All our organ will work naturally. Means there will be a proper flow in our body. All the organ will be controlled by parasympathetic nervous system, and you will get lot of peace, lot of happiness, lot of joy inside your heart. So that is the feeling once you are in a thoughtless awareness, or that is the feeling when you are in a balanced position. So that position we are going to achieve today with some practical demo. So let me explain you. We learn about what is meaning of yoga. We learn about what is the meaning of meditation. Now we will going to learn what are the benefit I will get out of this Sahaj Yoga meditation. Okay, why should I do this meditation? If you ask this question to me, there is one simple answer. There are huge benefit of meditation. If I start explaining to you, it will take more than 1 hour to explain the benefit. But my purpose is not to give a list of benefit, but my purpose is to share the practical part. Okay. With meditation, you can improve your personal life, professional life, mental life, spiritual life. You will get the benefit in all your day-to-day activity. For example, your memory power will increase, your concentration level will increase, all your health problem will cure naturally without taking any medicine. Okay, you will be a complete balanced person, you will be completely satisfied person, you do not have any ego, you will not have any anger, you will be a completely controlled personality, you will be completely integrated personality, the personality which has a control on his mind, on his soul, on his body. So that person who are in a complete balance, that person who has a complete control on on his thought, mind, brain, soul, that is the balanced person that can achieve a lot of success. So if you see a lot of good leaders, they always do a meditation, they will be in a full control, they will be taking a critical decision, but they are in a full control. So once you are in a balance, once you are in a full control, you can take a lot of good decision, a lot of critical decision in a very short time. Okay, so these are the just an example. Even if you see in today's corona situation, there are a lot of people got affected with coronavirus, but if you see the government of India website, they officially recommended meditation to improve your immune power. So one of the good thing is in today's situation, if you do regular meditation, your immune power will increase and you can fight the corona successfully. You will not believe today millions and millions people are practicing Sahaj Yoga across the world, but no one got affected with corona because their immune power is too high. Even the coronavirus started from the Wuhan city, but no person got affected who are practicing Sahaj Yoga meditation there. So this is how it improve your immune power tremendously. So believe me, the stress is the entry point for all the disease. All the problem will start with the stress. Stress is a silent killer. If you didn't handle properly, it will going to kill you. So to manage the stress, to manage the anger, we need to be in a balance, and this balance we can get with the help of our inner energy. That inner energy is nothing but the Kundalini. So where is that Kundalini is located? Yes, we're going to explain you that topic also. So what is, first let's understand what is a Sahaj Yoga. Sah means with, and Ja means born, and yoga means connection with the cosmic energy. So Sahaj Yoga is very simple meaning, a energy which is born with you, which going to connect with the cosmic energy, which we call as a Sahaj Yoga. So it's a very simple meaning. And then let's understand how this system is work. So in our body, we have 3 energy center. We call as we have 7 energy center, 3 channels, and 1 instrumental energy, which we call as a Kundalini. So once, if you see the blue color line, which we call as a Ida Nadi in Sanskrit, but you in science we call as a left sympathetic nervous system. Or if you call a doctor, he will say left sympathetic nervous system. It is associated with the past, it's associated with the emotion, it's associated with the desire power. Then we have a right channel, which we call as a Pingla Nadi in Sanskrit, or science we can refer as the right sympathetic nervous system. This is associated with the futuristic thought. This is associated with the heat element. This is associated with the action power in our body. And then we have a center path, which we call as a parasympathetic nervous system, or a Sushumna Nadi, which you can see as a white color line in between of yellow and blue. And on that there are 7 energy center, and then 1 instrumental energy, which we call as a Kundalini. This energy is in a passive state, but once today we do some steps, this energy go into active state, and then you can feel cool or hot breeze on your palm. That will indicate that your Kundalini energy will activated. So this Kundalini energy has a healing effect. This Kundalini energy has an effect to increase your immune power. This Kundalini energy has the effect to balance all the stuff. So let us go one by one. I will be going to explain you about the left and right personality, how it will work. So if you see my screen, so this we studied these 3 channel just now. If your left side, or if your left side, which we call as Ida Nadi, is in a weak or in imbalance, you will have a lethargy, you will be always focused on your past, you will be over emotional, and you go in a depression and loneliness. If these are the symptoms you observe in yourself, that means your left side is a weak. Okay. If you find the symptoms like you are overactive, you are thinking about future stuff continuously, you are working, or workaholic, you have aggressive and anger person. So if this kind of personality you have, or if you are observing this kind of symptoms, then it means that your right side, which is we call as a Pingla Nadi, is a weak or in imbalanced state. But if you are in a center, like a balanced person, then you are always thinking positive, you will be a peaceful person, you will be a complete balance. So this thing, this left, right, and center balancing will come to our body if we this there is an imbalance in our left side, then we see the left side symptoms. If there is an imbalance in the right side, we see the right side symptoms. But if we are in a center, we are in a proper balanced state. And how to achieve that balanced state, that we are going to learn today. So I would like to share one small video of the founder of Sahaj Yoga. So we can listen this small video.
Someone is big, someone is small. So it is born with you the right to become united with the yoga with the divine. We have 2 sides in our system of autonomous nervous system, left and right. We call it left and right sympathetic nervous system. The left side caters for our emotions, for our past, our desires. The right side caters for our action, physical and mental. If you indulge into one too much and go too far with it, you develop an imbalance within yourself. In the center lies the third power, we call as parasympathetic visceral channel, which is the central part of the center. When the Kundalini rises through it, it brings you in the balance because it has the center of the system. So this is the meaning of that happens that we develop your balance. This is the last breakthrough of our evolution, where you have to get connected to the divine, you have to feel it on your central nervous system, and that's how you get your self-realization.
So just now you learn about the Sahaj Yoga from Her Holiness Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, or we call as the Dr. Shri Nirmala Srivastav. She discovered the Sahaj Yoga technique, and after that millions and millions people are following this technique. So now in this slide you can see there are 7 energy center which is located in our spinal cord. You can see their Hindi or Sanskrit name on left side and same English or scientific name on a right side. So Muladhara chakra we call as the pelvic plex, Swadhisthana chakra we call as aortic plex, then we have a Nabhi chakra, that is solar plex, heart chakra, cardiac plex, Vishuddhi chakra, cervical plex, or we call thyroid. Then we have Agya chakra we call as optic chiasma. Then we have Sahasrara chakra we call as a limbic area. So what is this chakra? This chakra is nothing but the bunch of cell. What is the disease? Disease is nothing but the imbalance in this energy center. Because of that, whatever the body organ which is controlled by this energy center will be get a less energy, or their immune power will be less. For example, if we have a stomach problem, digestion problem, kidney problem, why? Because this energy center, Nabhi chakra, which is in imbalance state. But once this Kundalini energy is get activated, this energy has a healing effect. So this energy will go to this Nabhi chakra. It gives a balance to the Nabhi chakra and provide a more immune power here. And that's why this chakra come into the balance, and this more energy, more immune power is passed to the stomach and kidney. And that is why you can cure your all the disease naturally without taking any medicine. So this is, I want to show you a small structure how this our energy get activated. So this Kundalini energy, which is located in a triangular bone, which we call as a sacrum bone, once this energy get activated here, it will nourish the 3 energy center like Ida Nadi, Pingla Nadi, and Sushumna Nadi. So all the imbalances in this energy channel will get removed, and then it goes to the first energy center, which we call as a Muladhara. It control all our reproductive organ. Then it goes to the next energy center, which we call as Swadhisthana. Basically this energy center generate the gray cell for our brain. Then it goes to the third energy center, which is we call as Nabhi chakra, that is just now we discussed. Then it goes to the fourth energy center, which we call as a heart or Hridaya chakra, and from there it goes to the Vishuddhi chakra, or a energy center which located at the throat or at the thyroid gland. This energy center control the ear, nose, throat, eyes, and all the sensing organ. And then this energy center goes to the next energy center, which we call as a optic chiasma, or in Hindi we call as Agya chakra. If you are thinking too much, this energy center goes in imbalance, and then it goes to the last energy center, which we call as a Sahasrara chakra, or we call as a limbic area. Once the energy will reach here, we feel a cool or hot breeze on our both the palm and top of our head. So that experience we are going to achieve. So if you follow today the instruction properly, you will feel the experience of balancing, you will feel the experience of spirituality, you will feel the experience of inner peace that you will only feel once you do the practical and you do a proper step. You will carry this experience throughout your life. You will not remember this theory part, you will not remember this presentation, but you will remember that practical experience, or the practical step of awakening of Kundalini throughout your life. So let's understand detail about aortic plex, because we are from the education institute and we are using our Swadhisthana chakra, which we call as aortic plex, too much. If this aortic plex, or we call as a Swadhisthana chakra, is in balanced state, it provides the equal amount of energy to liver, kidney, pancreas, heart, brain. But once this energy center goes in an imbalance, why it goes in imbalance? because if you are using a too much brain, so it provides more energy to the brain. That time it goes in imbalance state, and then he cannot provide the energy to the liver, kidneys, and heart, and then heart is generating a heat in such a cases. I'm sorry, the heat is generated by the liver in such a cases, and this heat is passed to the if liver pass this heat to right lungs, means we get the asthma. If this liver is passing this heat to pancreas, then we are causing a diabetes. If this heat goes to the spleen, we get the blood cancer. So these are the method how we get the disease, because of there is an imbalance in this energy center. So now we are going to start the practical, but before that I would like to introduce you about Sahaj Yoga, the founder, Her Holiness Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. She founded the Sahaj Yoga technique called as self-realization or awakening of Kundalini in 5th May 1970. After that, she traveled across the world, educate the people. She always told all the people that this is your energy, this is your inner power, this is your inner knowledge, and no one can charge the money for your inner power or inner knowledge. That's why the Sahaj Yoga is totally free. It's a free for lifelong. There is no hidden charges, because no one can charge the money for your own thing. That is why you can go anywhere in the world, like you go any country, any state, any city, any village, you will find a free Sahaj Yoga center without any cost. For this technique, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi received numerous awards from the different university, different countries, and different states. Also, she is nominated for Global Peace Prize Award. So you can get a lot of information about Her Holiness Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi on Google or YouTube. You can just search and you will get the information. Now, how the Sahaj Yoga method is a unique method, because in this method you can become your own doctor. It's completely natural technique, a very scientific technique, very spontaneous technique. Like you don't need any physical effort, just a strong desire you need. That okay, today my Kundalini will be getting activated. If you have this strong desire, yes, you can feel the Kundalini awakening on your palm and top of your head. It's the living process. What is mean by living process? So once we do the meditation, you will come to know on your both of palm and top of your head. You don't need to ask anyone, what about my meditation? Is it good or it is bad? So similar thing. That's why we call as a living process. Now let's start the meditation. So I will take a 1 minute pause. If you have any question till now, you can ask me on a chat, and then we can start the practical part. So I'm taking a 1 minute pause. Please go ahead and ask if you have any question. Okay, yoga, how to increase the immunity power, sir? Okay, just now I explained, to increase the immunity power, we need to balance our chakras, and this balance will happen by awakening of our Kundalini. So if there is no question, let's start the practical part. In practical part, there are two steps. First, we are going to balance our left side and right side. That step we call as a balancing, and then we will have a self-realization step. Okay, so let me explain you. First step will be your root position. Keep your both the hand on your palm. Keep your both the hand on your lap, and your palm will be facing toward the sky like this. You can see my video. Your both the palm should be kept like this. Keep your both the hand on your lap, and your palm will be facing toward the sky. This is your base position or a root position. Now, so step one will be, we will keep our left hand on a lap to clear our left side. We'll keep our left hand on a lap and right hand on a Mother Earth. And here we will take some prayer. This will clear our left side. Then take our both the hand again on a lap. Now we are going to clear our right side. So our right hand on a lap, and we'll raise our left hand toward the sky, bending from the elbow like this. You can see my video or you can see the PPT. Then we will take our both the hand again on a lap. Then we will raise our right hand, put on our heart little left side. Raise our right hand and put on our heart little left side. Press it little bit hard. Then raise our right hand and put on our forehead horizontally like this. Press it little bit hard, squeeze our palm, move our head little down. Then raise our right hand, put on top of our head, press it little bit hard here and rotate 7 times clockwise direction. This is very simple. Okay. So should we start the practical session? I got the question saying video is not visible, sir. Hope my video is visible to all participants. Okay, thank you. So let's start the balancing. So I request you all participants, please remove your specs because we are going to close our eyes. If you are wearing a watch, tight watch or a tight belt, just lose it out little bit so that you are comfortable. Anything, any cloth or anything which is very tight to you or uncomfortable to you, just little you do the lose that cloth so that you will be comfortable. If you are sitting on a chair, make sure that you remove your slipper or shoes and your both the feet should be away from each other like you see in the PPT. I will request you switch off your mobile for 5 to 10 minutes, and if anyone going to disturb you in the next 5 to 10 minutes, just request them please do not disturb, because this 10 minutes is very important. It gives a complete transformation to you. If you do the step properly, I will promise you after the 10 minutes you will have an entirely different kind of experience. But you need to give this 10 minutes very carefully, very properly, and then you can experience the your own being after 10 minutes. Okay, so now slowly we'll close our eyes. Our spinal cord should be upright and straight. Our both the hand on our lap. With the closed eyes we will watch our thoughts. Do not get involved in a thought, just watch as a third person. Now we are going to do our left side balance, that is Ida Nadi. So keep our left hand on a lap and slowly move our right hand toward Mother Earth. If you are sitting on a chair, just direct your right hand toward Mother Earth. If you are sitting on a ground, just touch your right hand on Mother Earth. And here we will pray, O Mother Earth, please remove all the heaviness, all the blockages from my left channel toward the sky element. O Mother Earth, please remove all the heaviness, all the blockages from my Ida Nadi toward this Mother Earth element. You will see there will be a flow of energy on both of our palm and top of our head. we can experience, we can enjoy this flow of energy on both of our palm and top of our head. Now slowly take your right hand on a lap. Now we're going to do the balance of our right side. So our right hand on our lap. We will raise our hand, left hand toward the sky, bending from the elbow. And here we will pray in our heart, O Mother Kundalini, please clear my right side. Please give me a complete balance. Please remove all the excessive hit, excessive thoughts from my right channel toward the sky element. Now slowly take your both the hand on your lap. We'll observe the flow of energy on both of our palm and top of our head. And here we'll pray in our heart, O Mother Kundalini, please give me a complete balance. Now slowly raise our right hand, put on our heart little left side, press it little bit hard, and here you need to pray, Mother, I am the pure spirit. Mother, I am the pure spirit. You need to say 12 times in your heart, Mother, I am the pure spirit. श्री माता जी, मैं एक शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ. Now raise our right hand, put on our forehead horizontally, press it little bit hard, move our head little down, and here you need to pray, Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. मैंने सबको क्षमा की है. Mother, I forgive everyone, including myself. Do not think about any individual, just forgive. Just forgive as a whole. Now slowly raise your right hand, put on top of your head, press it little bit hard, stretch your palm, rotate your palm 7 times clockwise direction. And here you need to pray, Mother, please give me my self-realization. श्री माता जी, मुझे मेरा आत्म साक्षात्कार प्रदान कीजिए. You need to say 7 times in your heart and rotate your palm 7 times clockwise direction. Now slowly take your both the hand on your lap. Your spinal cord should be upright and straight. Be in a relaxed position. And let's do the meditation for a few minutes. Now slowly we can open our eyes. Very slowly we can open our eyes and raise our right hand on top of our head and feel the energy. Do not touch. Maybe you can move little up, little down, little left, little right. I request you all participant, if you can switch on your video for just 1 or 2 minutes, and let's do this step collectively. We can do all this step with the collectively. So can you please switch on your video and experience the feeling? Raise our right hand on top of your head. Move little up, little down, little left, little right. You may feel some cool or hot breeze coming from your head. Can you try this? I request you, whoever possible, if you can switch on their camera just for 1 or 2 minutes, we can do collectively this step. Thank you for accepting my request, sir. I see a lot of people who switch on their camera. So can you just feel that energy? Just do not touch on your head, but move your palm little up, little down, little left, little right, because this is a very minute energy. So we need to feel that energy. Move little up, little down, little left, little right. So this is a very minute energy. We need to feel it on our central nervous system. Try this. Try this. Try. Now take your right hand on a lap and try with the left hand. Try with the left hand. You may feel some cool or hot breeze. I request you all participant, if possible, just switch on your video for just 1 minute, not more than that. We can feel that energy. Did you feel some cool or hot breeze coming from your head? Did you feel, ma'am? Did you feel, sir? You are feeling it. Thank you, ma'am. Now take our left hand again back to our lap and last try with the right hand. Try with the right hand. I see many people feel that energy. So now raise both the hand toward the sky like this, straight as much as you can. Straight our hand, अपने दोनों हाथ आकाश की तरफ लेके जाना है, straight. Move your head little backside, and here we need to ask one question. Is this the power of self-realization? Is this the power of divine love? And we need to observe our both the palm, and slowly we can do the way we do namaskar, like you do the namaskar in front of your heart. Now we can take down our hand in front of our heart, in front of our heart. दोनों हाथ अपने हृदय के लेवल पे लाना है, and this namaskar is to our internal energy. And slowly open your palm and see if you can feel this cool energy. You move your palm little away, little close, little away, little close, like this. You can do this. Did you feel that energy, some cool or hot breeze? Ma'am, did you feel? Sir, you are feeling some energy? Yeah. So this is what, thank you for showing this. Even I can understand with your face expression. So thank you, ma'am. I guess you are feeling that energies. What about sir, you? Did you feel that energy? NIT 47, sir. 37, ma'am, did you feel that energy? I guess 88, ma'am, feel that energy. Okay, thank you. So it was a very nice. Now you can switch off your video. So our session practical part is over. Now we are moving to question answer and other stuff. So thank you very much for accepting my request and switching on the camera for a few minutes. So you can post how many people feel the cool, how many people feel the hot energy. You can share your experience on chat. Now we have some 5 to 10 minutes remaining, and I would like to take this 10-minute time to address some of your questions and some of the thing. Yeah, many feel the energy. Okay, a lot of people feel the hot, many people feel the cool. Okay, someone is asking me to share the video. Yes, I will be going to share the video, no problem. So if you want to practice at home and you want to know this video, so you can do advanced type of practice at home with I'm posting this one video link. You can go and check in a YouTube. Okay, this is a video link. Also, I will request you all participant. It will just take a 1 or 2 minutes, but I'm posting one feedback form on the chat window. Please fill this feedback form. So based on that feedback form, we can give you some more information like balancing, like some other information. So please fill this feedback form on which is I posted in a chat. It will just take 1 minute, hardly 1 minute, but request you please fill this feedback form. And another question is, today we learn this technique, but if you don't practice this technique regularly, there is no use. So when to practice? We need to practice this technique every morning and evening, 10 minutes. So how to practice this technique? It's a very simple. You can see in the screen. Today I do not have a time to explain the foot soak technique and ice pack treatment, but in future, if I get the time, I will be definitely going to explain you the foot soak technique and other technique which we generally do. So these are some more information or a website we have. You need to do meditation every morning and evening, 10 minutes. But what you need to do, just balancing the left side. You do the balancing of left side, balancing of our right side, and then sit on a meditation. Concentrate on top of your head. We need to do just 10 minutes every day. That is more than sufficient. Morning 10-15 minutes, and night when you are about to go on a sleep, that time 10 minutes. If you have any question, please feel free to post on my WhatsApp number, or you fill the feedback form. Now I will be going to take some 3 or 4 questions. So please go ahead, unmute your mic and ask the question, or post your question on a chat. I'm here to address your questions. Any questions? So either you understood everything or maybe nothing. Okay. Can it be done in only empty stomach? No, sir. You can do it anytime. There is no limitation. But only request is after taking a food, either lunch, dinner or breakfast, you should wait for 30 minutes, because that time our food digestion process is going on. So I will request you wait for 30 minutes and then you can do this meditation anytime. Any other questions? So thank you very much. This is a very good question. And do you know how to cure the blood pressure, diabetes, sugar problem, or headache, back pain, neck pain? If you have this kind of question, or if you have a weak memory of less concentration, these all a problem. If you have, I can, because there are a huge number of problem, I cannot answer all, but if you have any specific question, that I can take. What is the difference between cool and hot? Okay, this is very good question. Thank you, sir, for asking this question. So if you are in a balance, if you are in a balanced state, that time you will feel the cool energy. But if you are in an imbalance, or if you, there is some blockages either on your left channel or maybe on a right channel or maybe on your energy chakras, then you feel the hot. For example, if you have a sinus problem, then you will feel the hot feeling on your index finger, because this is mapped to your thyroid gland, and this control all your ear, nose, throat. If you have a headache, then you will feel the if you have a headache, you will feel the hot on this finger, because this is mapped to your this finger. If you have digestion problem, you will feel the hotness here. So depending on where you feel the hotness, this has a meaning, because all your body organ and spinal cord is mapped on your palm. If you feel the hotness on, let's say here, that is called as Muladhara chakra. So here means your all some reproductive organ. There is some problem in your reproductive organ. If you feel the hotness in here, it means there is some problem in your Swadhisthana chakra, which we call as aortic plex. Maybe a problem maybe in on your liver, or maybe on your pancreas, or maybe in your heart. So this is way how this is, you will become your own doctor by based on the feeling which you get on your palm and top of your head. So if you have a problem on right side, means you are your right side is weak. If you have hot on your left side, means your left side is weak. So we understood the definition of left side and right side. Any more question? Okay, link is not opening. Maybe someone can post on WhatsApp, that time the link will open. I feel that head became very hot when stressed. How should it be tackled? Okay, you don't need to do anything, sir. You need to just do meditation. Your head will be very cool, and you will feel a very positive energy, and you feel a very relaxed. Just do meditation 10 minutes morning, evening. In right hand I feel the cool, and in left okay, in right hand I feel a cool, and in left felt hot. What is the difference? As I explain you, sir, if you feel a cool in a right hand, means your right hand is right side is in balanced state. But if you feel the hot in your left side, means you are a left sided person and your left side is a weak. What you need to do, keep your left hand on lap and do keep your right hand on mother earth. Do this balancing and prayer for 5 minutes, and then do the meditation. So even you can start feeling the cool on your left side also. How to improve the digestive system? Sir, digestive system is a problem of Nabhi chakra. So what you need to do, you need to do the balancing of left, right, and then you do the meditation. Also, there is a foot soak technique, but today, because of limited time, I could not able to explain the foot soak technique. But I will be going to share some link of how to do the foot soak. You can go and watch, and you practice at home, or maybe in future we get the opportunity, we will definitely explain you the foot soak technique. So for to improve your digestive system, you need to do the balancing, foot soak, and meditation. So these are the 3 steps. I guess my time is almost over. So I sincerely give a thanks to Raju sir, Prasad sir, for giving this opportunity to interact again all the respected participants. This Sahaj Yoga is totally free of charge. If you want to organize for your student, your college, or any other faculty, please do not hesitate to contact me on my mobile number. I am posting you here. We can arrange a free Sahaj Yoga session for you. We have some 4 to 5 week class that we can do for you. Sir, how to control the anger? Sir, anger will be controlled by just concentrating on your thyroid gland or Vishuddhi chakra. If you concentrate here, you can control your anger. and if you do regular meditation, you will be a peaceful person, so you will not get the anger. So thank you very much again. With the limited time, we could able to explain introductory part, but it has a music therapy, it has a foot soak, it has a ice pack treatment, it has a candle treatment. This treatment, this all topic you can search on the Google or YouTube, you will get the knowledge. Or if we get any follow-up, we will go definitely going to help you to understand this. So thank you very much. Prasad sir, you are there? Prasad sir? Prasad sir or from anyone from organizing committee is there?
Yeah, Chandrakant sir, am I audible to you?
Yes sir, your voice is clear, no problem sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Chandrakant sir. Again, we'll meet tomorrow and after tomorrow. I'll have a talk with Raju sir and I'll plan the rest of the sessions. Okay.
Okay sir.
Thanks for giving the nice lecture. Okay.
Thank you very
So,
much, sir.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, to all the participants, today we are closing our session, and again tomorrow we'll meet at 10 o'clock. Okay. So now I'll wind up the sessions, and as the participants are requested to send the material, definitely by 6 o'clock I'll send all the details to your WhatsApp group. Okay. Thank you.